is a very funny comedian whose new special, For the Boys, is available on YouTube. He also gave me this little intro to read. Yo, for real, this boy is low-key funny as hell. He was just named Maxim Magazine's Lil Rottweiler of the Year. He also wrote the movie The Hurt Locker. Give it up for Dan Licata. What's that?
Thank you guys so much. It's so good to be here. I don't know about y'all, but I'm feeling a little crazy tonight. Yeah. I'm feeling a little bit crazy tonight. I'm just kidding. My wife is like the world to me. But the world got some problems, though. I think we could all agree. I got into it with my wife over Zoom this past Thanksgiving. She was deployed at the time. Already used up all her PTO so she could be home for Halloween. And we're Zooming, and I'm like, honey, what are these things you sent me in the mail? And she goes, oh, those are test strips. I want you to test the turkey before you eat it, make sure it hasn't been laced with anything. I'm like, you want me to what? Test is one of my trigger words because I am still in high school. And I don't do any kind of tests, okay? That's why I don't have a license. But I should have tested this turkey, folks. Here's what happened. My dad takes this thing out of the garbage bag it was in, and it stunk like a skunk from hell. I'm like, yo, where did you get this turkey? My dad was like, don't worry about it. I got it off the dark web. It was a little cheaper because it died from bird flu, but don't worry, you can't get bird flu from eating something that died from bird flu. I checked. I'm like, well, that sucks. I've been trying to get bird flu for like 20 years now, because it does turn your dookie white for a day if you get it. That's real. It's real. Yeah. So my dad starts to prepare this bird, and I know people like to tease whites for not seasoning our food good enough, and that's actually true because my dad basted the turkey with Dasani water and slow cooked it in our microwave for like 10 hours. Finally it was ready. I was like, I call the leg. It only had one leg, and I'm sucking on this turkey leg, and all of a sudden my mouth starts getting as dry as a desert. I was just like, ah. It felt like Dune in my mouth, all right? So I went to the urgent care. The doctor was like, oof, sir, I'm so sorry to tell you, but that turkey you ate, it was laced with something, and it has given you a case of jerky tongue. That's where your tongue gets as dry as a piece of beef jerky. And I was like, all right, well, since it's not bird flu, you guys gotta fix this. I'm going to a porn convention this weekend, and I'm gonna need my tongue, okay? He was like, oof, sir, I'm sorry, but your insurance only covers bug bites. Also, I'm looking at your medical history. All it says is that you were born a bitch and you'll probably die a bitch. I could inject it with an IV of raspberry pomegranate Snapple, but it'll run you about 15 Bitcoin. That's over $500,000. Although, and this is off the record, there is a guy in Paterson, New Jersey who will swap it out for a dog tongue if you buy him 5 things off his Amazon wish list. And I'm going through the wish list. It's all DJ equipment on there. So I pick 5 things, head to this dude's address, which ended up being in the back of some hookah lounge, and he was like, all right, come on in, just strip everything off and we can get started. I was like, is all that really necessary? He was like, hey, if it'll make you more comfortable, I'll get naked too. And he drops trow, and I've never seen a more tatted hog in my life. On the main part, it had all the AFC East team logos, and on the end, it was a QR code that linked to Young Sheldon bloopers, which actually did put me at ease a little bit. Yeah, I was kind of hoping he would numb the tongue first, but he didn't have any anesthesia. All he had was AOC, Angry Orchard cider. So I chugged like 12 AOCs. He did the chop, did the swap, and it was mostly successful. Only downside is I can't beatbox anymore. All I could do is this. That's it, just one click. I'm like the little girl from Hereditary, remember? Yo, I love that movie. I love that movie, but ever since I headbutted a moving bus, jump scares do not work on me anymore. Maybe I should listen to my wife more. Thank you guys so much.